Hello. As you can see, now I'm speaking in English because we have a person here, he's not from Romania. He's going to be talking about building automation framework using open source technologies. He's basically going to talk about an automation framework based on Maven, Selenium, JMeter, Testing, Jenkins, and other tools. So let's hear up Binh Vuitton, please.
Okay, so hello everyone. Hope you enjoyed your lunch and now you're ready for the presentation. First of all, as usual, we have to go through our sponsors because thanks to them we have our event today. And before going to the detail of the presentation, I would like to have some seconds from you guys to introduce myself a bit. So my name is Vũ Thanh Binh, but in Western style, you should reverse it and it called Binh Vũ Thanh, something like this. And at the moment, I'm working as automation engineer in the Pentalog, and my main domain is automation testing. And the pictures there, it was me 2 years ago. I was younger than I am now. Today, I would like to share with you guys some ideas about how to build an automation framework using open sources, and I will give you a demo, a real demo. You will see it in real. It's not just a presentation and blah blah blah, but you will see it in real. And of course, I would like very much for the last one, Q&A. Ask me a lot of questions. So I would like to come first with the idea. The idea to build automation framework is very simple. It comes from three main reasons. The first one, we need a framework that use open sources, because as you know that automation test tools, the commercial automation test tool, for example, QuickTest Professional or Rational Tester or Visual Studio Test Team, they are very, very expensive. So this is cost effective. So for most of company, they prefer open source choice, something like this. And for example, if you are students, you want to practice, you want to play, open source is your choice. You have no chance to use commercial tools. The second reason is we want to build an automation framework that covers all the test cycles. The test cycle here consists of following steps: test design, test management, test execution, test report, and defect checking, something like this. And if you work with QC, for example, quality center, it is an HP product. It supports this. It means that you you manage your test cases, automation script in QC. You make the test run there, and then you got the report. And this is the most advantage of commercial tools. And basically, open source tools exist, but they exist in the separate project. Each project has their own community. They don't have something integrate together. So our idea is to pick up the tools, the open source tools we need, and then we integrate them to have the full or the complete solution, like a commercial tool can do, something like this. And the last one is very important now. It is distributed testing. Imagine that without distributed testing, you have to run your test locally. You collect your test report, and then you have to put it in some document like Word or Excel, and have to make a nice format and send to people. And for example, for related people, related teams, but they work in different places. It's very hard to work without distributed testing, something like this. Okay, so this is the idea, and now we go to the solution. How to convert or transfer the idea into the solution. First, I would like you guys to look at on the pipe on the left. Mine is, yeah, left. You guys the left, yeah, okay. On the left. We need a framework that contains following tools. The revision control that used to keep the revision of our test script, something like this. The second one is a test design and management. Imagine you design your test cases somewhere. You need to keep it. At the moment, I'm sure that we don't like to have our test cases designed in Word or Excel. It is in the past. It is the past because it's very hard for you to update that kind of document. Anytime you have to open, you edit it, and if you want, if people want to see, you have to send by email, by chat, by anything. But we don't need it. We need a tool that, like a web application, anyone can access and can see, can work with the tool. Next, of course, we need the automation test framework. With the automation test framework, we use that to write our script, test script, and then we make it run to test our applications. To make the automation run automatically, we can schedule it, or we can make the strategy for our test execution. We need something called continuous integration. And if any of you participated in this morning presentation regarding to the automation test and continuous, you have in mind some idea. I just want to make another point here with continuous integration is that we have a very, very powerful things to do with this, to control our test, to schedule it, to make the strategy. For example, we want to have a strategy that we execute the smoke test first, and if the smoke test pass, we will go to the integration test. Otherwise, integration test will not be executed. This is a strategy, for example, because it doesn't make sense if the smoke test or sanity test didn't pass, but you go to integration test, it wastes of effort. And the last one, of course, we need the defect tracking, because if we find a defect, an error or a bug, we should log it somewhere, so developers can go there, see the description of the defect, fix it, and then commit, something like this. And now look at the right the right pipe. This is I transfer the pipe with the fill in with the tools, the open source tools. That is this is not all. There are many, but I just pick some widely used now. For example, for revision control, we have Subversion, we have JIT, and Mercurial. These three are very, very popular now, and I'm sure that in most of IT companies, they use these tools for their revision control. And for test design and test management, it is a test link. Why we use test link? Because it's not just the management and design test tool. It also supports us to make the test executed automatically, because it supports the some API that we can use our automation test framework to connect to that API, make the test run, update the test result into this tool. I will show you later in the demo. And for the automation test framework, I picked out here three framework. One is JUnit. It is for Java unit testing. Selenium, it is for web application testing, and Finish, it is automation acceptance testing. For continuous integration, Jenkins and cruise control, they are two popular continuous integration now. And for the defect tracking system, I picked out Mantis and Bugzilla. This is the solution, and the cycle should be like this. We create the test design in TestLink. We create the test script using those test framework. We keep the revision with the tools like Subversion or JIT. We use continuous integration tool like Jenkins to make it run, the test run. And when the test finishes, it updates the test result to TestLink. And defect checking we use to log the bug if the test failed. Okay. Now is the content of the demo. The demo is so simple. I will make a demo for a login page of TestLink I host in my laptop using Firefox and Chrome. It will run parallel, so it means that you will see two browsers opened and execute the test. Fill in valid username and password. Click on the button, login button, and then go to the home page. It is the first part. The second part is to make a performance test for this type as well, but for a specific scenario. Like here, it will log in and then create the test plan in TestLink, and simulated user is 50. I just picked 50 because if I use some 100, it kills my laptop. Okay, and when it finishes, you will see all the result, the report, very nice graph display in Jenkins. Okay, I will go to demo now, but then I will go back. I need a water. Sorry. Okay. First of all, I would like to show you TestLink, the test case created in TestLink. Here is the step actions, and then you will see the expected result. It is normal. It is like normal. We design a test case. And why we should have this kind of stuff? Because I do believe that most of automation test projects, they fail because of the idea. They just focus on evaluating and finding the suitable tools, but it is not good enough, or it's not enough, because if you just find the tool, the framework, and then you write the code, the script directly without describe the test cases or test design as normal, it means that you have to look at the code, understand what does the test case do, and this is awful. If today you work on that script, you leave, tomorrow someone come and replace you, they have to read your code, try to understand what does it mean, and it doesn't make sense. It is like developers when they hand over the task from other people. Oh my God, because this is decode, and we are human. So we just need that. We define the test case, and then we specify exactly the script we want to test here. It is, as I mentioned earlier, that TestLink support some APIs that we can call to TestLink. So what we need to do, design and then specify the test script we want to execute. So if the test fail when execution, people can look at and see what is the test about. They don't need to look at the code, just look at the test design here. So they have they have the understanding about what is the test about, and maybe they can have idea to debug or do another things. Okay, this is test link, and now here is Jenkins. I have here 2 jobs for Jenkins. The first one is demo, the second one is JMeter. As I mentioned in the slides for demo, we have 2 tests. One is a functional test with a login, and one is for performance. So these 2 jobs will do that task. And why I make this demo with this strategy? Because I configure JMeter job here will be executed only if the demo passed. So it means that the performance test will be executed only when the functional test passed. It makes sense. Okay, and now I will execute the test, and you will see 2 browsers display, and it do the magic stuff. Okay. This is first Chrome launch first, and then too fast. Do you want me to run again? Okay. So just a second. I will minimize it, and we will get back with the. Okay. Here you have some information, some graph. For the graph, it helps you to have the quick view or quick result of the quality of the build or of the application. It is just a quick, because you just have the information about, okay, it is qualified enough with the quality or not. But to see what happened in details, you have to look at something described in the test case, and you see what test already done and what is passed and what is failed. And here we have plugins for test link. Go here and we will see the result with the test cases. And I will click here, and you will see that this is information about it. Back again. Down. Okay. Here you will have the detail about the test script. What is fail, what is the method, fail or pass. We can go in detail and see it. Everything is here after you have the overview with the graph. Okay, and now we will come back with our test link and see the test result is updated. I will refresh. Okay, this is the result. So that's all. I finished my presentation. Hope you enjoyed. And I will get back with the last slide is for Q&A. Now it's time for you. Yeah. No, it passed. Yeah. If you want to see it fail, I can make it fail. Okay. So now is the time for you guys. I talk too much. Now it's your turn. Question? No question.
TestLink also has a plugin to connect to Bugzilla and
yeah. But it will not automatically post the information. You have to log it manually, because at the moment we don't have that plugin to automatically, for example, collect the test steps and then put it in Bugzilla. But I can show you, I already configure here the bug checking, and if we click here, it will go to Mantis, for example. I configure here. Here in test link, you see there is a link to go to the defect checking system, but hopefully one guy will have the idea to write some code to integrate it and to make it automatically. For example, if the test fails, it will take all the content of the test steps and then put it in the defect checking, so it will be awesome. We don't need to log the test manually.
Reach that to see just how are they displayed, these tools?
Ah, okay. You want from the start to the end how I configure, or? Okay. Okay. So basically, first of all, you have to have something called the custom field, and here in custom field you define what you need to expose, TestLink expose for outside the tools. I can say something like this to interact with TestLink. So for example, here I declare a custom field that I will call to a Java class. It is our test script. It will be compiled something like this. And after that, you need to have a test plan. Yeah, you create a test plan, just give it a name, and then you create the test case, add the test case to the test plan, and when the test run, it will connect to the test plan and run all the test cases that mark as automated in this plan. This is the first part in TestLink. And in the Jenkins, what you need to do is you have, sorry, don't do that. You have a configuration part, and here you have to configure what you need to do. For example, first of all, where to get the source of the test script. Here I specify the subversion, the URL, and the credentials. Then information for TestLink, all the information for TestLink, and the build number here I use parameters, so it will use the same build number in Jenkins and then fill in the TestLink. You can define whatever you want, but it is the easiest way. And this is the custom field we have to define so that Jenkins can use this custom field and call to TestLink as I explained. And yes, that's it. Yeah. Okay. You want me to show it in Jenkins or with JMeter in real? Okay, no problem. I mean, JMeter is just a tool. It's not a framework. It's a tool. Yeah. No. It is a tool, but you can integrate it with Jenkins. Yeah, with Jenkins. And JMeter, okay, you want to see JMeter. And you also have configuration. Yes. Yes, sure. Just a second. So I will give you some information or some idea about JMeter. This is the main screen of JMeter, and basically when you want to when you want to make a performance test with a JMeter, first thing first is to create a test plan. It's called test plan. And then you have thread groups. And this is the information about the thread groups. Very simple. You define the number of users. It is the simulated users. Actually, it is the request JMeter used to send to the server and then get the response. But here they give it users just to make it easier to understand. But technically, it is the number of requests JMeter will send to the servers. RAM-up period. This is the time that we use for one request sent to server. For example, you have 50 users, and you set the RAM-up is 100 seconds. It means that you use 100 seconds and divide for 50. You have 2 seconds for each request, something like this. And after that, you have the HTTP request default. This is where you define the information that you will use later in your steps. For example, you use to send the request to a host. So the host name or the IP, maybe you will use in the different requests. So you just declare here. So later in your request, you don't need to declare in your request. It will use the default HTTP request. After that, you define the step you want to measure the performance. For example, here I want to measure the performance of login, create test management, verify create test plan, verify test plan, and log out. It is just a very simple scenario. I just want to test the performance of this scenario. So I create those steps, and the result can be seen in different reports. JMeter support different type of reports, but basically we need two reports. One is the aggregate report and viewing result. Why we need these two? With the view result in tree, we can see the details of information that JMeter use and send to the server. For example, I can make the test run in JMeter here, and you will see the result is sent. Don't worry about the login fail. No. Because I add an assert that if the login takes longer than a period of time, it will fail. This is how we measure the performance. For example, you want login just in 2 seconds. But if I assert it in 1 second or 2, it is larger or greater than that number, it will fail. I want to make it fail for 1 step just to make an example. And the rest, it is passed. And here you can see the data that JMeter used to send to the server. This is very helpful because sometimes you got the test parts, but actually it doesn't pass. So for me, for example, I will copy all the information here, and then I will compare. For example, with the request like this, I will see the response data. And basically, if we test for a web page, the response data will display the page that it should be. For example, we log in. After login, the home page should be displayed. So to make sure that our test is correctly executed, we copy all the HTML code here, paste in one text file, save it as HTML, view it in browser to see if it is real homepage display or something like this. So we can verify, double check something, double check if we don't trust our JMeter or our test plans. So anything else about JMeter?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
No, please go on.
Could you also show us the test cases that you first run?
In what?
Class?
The class for functional test?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I need to open my Eclipse.
I like your desktop.
Yes. I want everything is in my desktop.
We've seen that.
Yeah. It's fine. Okay. Okay. I don't know if it's clear enough for you to see, but this is a script that I use for the functional test with the login. It's so simple. First you find the username text field by ID, and then find password text field by ID. Login button is the same, and then click here and make the assert, and that's all.
So clearly, yeah, you created the whole test along with the identification and also loading the WebDriver and the verifications at the end, all in one class. But this normally wouldn't be the best practice because it's very hard to maintain. So what would you suggest as a best practice for writing test cases in Selenium?
Actually, this is the old pattern. We use the test code, and we call something like not related to test. For example, you have the stat, click button, blah blah blah. And now with the new pattern, we separate these parts. For example, the action to go to the home page, we keep it in one class, and we make it an object. And in our test, we just have the how can I say, the command to check, to verify the result. And I can show you this pattern is a little technical things. For example, here I created two page object. Let's say just accept that word. I have one object named login page and one is home page, something like this. So in login page, I will keep all the objects or all the elements that I want to interact. For example, I want to find the username, password, login button. I keep it here. So it just care about the elements that we use. In the test, we just call to that object, and then we make the test command here. For example, I add an assert equals if the URL exactly as a certain value here. So it means that we separate two parts. One is a test part, and one is nothing related to test. So it's so clear. It is not messed up with the code when we want to update or we create the code. Is so clear, even for people when they hand over your task, something like this.
Would you say that a junior tester could be able to write tests like this? If an advanced one just creates all the page object, all the implementations right there, and just lets him see only the functionality for the pages?
I think it doesn't matter with the pattern, because the most important thing is that you understand the pattern, and that's all. If you have the knowledge about object-oriented, it's very easy to go with this pattern. What you need to do is just to wrap up everything as an object, and you call to that object to test and to do anything with that object. And I don't think there is any difficulties for junior or for senior, just to understand the pattern. Other people, anything else? Please, because I have gift for you guys, so just make question and you will have the gift.
Can you go back to Jmeter, because I have a question there for you. So I've seen that you have some variables, like for example, if you go to the login HTTP request.
Yes.
You have some variables defined, but where are they coming from? Because I don't see any variable configuration there or something like that.
I have. But should I tell you, because this is my secret?
No, the question was, I was going to ask you, are they coming from
No, just kidding, just kidding. I will tell you all.
Oh, thank you.
I will tell you all. Don't worry. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So.
Do you think that it's possible to have the variables coming from TestLink defined there in somewhere?
Of course, and even if you can create the test data in the CSV file and you attack here, but I don't want to make it difficult. Yeah, you have many ways. Yes, please.
Wasn't it more simple that you register with the Selenium ID and after make the performance test in Jmeter?
Yes, it can be. It can be, but as I said, I just want to make it a demo, and in real, it depends on your needs, your innovation, your creativity. You can do whatever.
For performance testing, is better to use Selenium because it's
basically some people have the idea that use Selenium to do the performance test, but but someone they want to do that. They can do that, but we have to work around. It means that you have to calculate the start time, and then you see the end time. For example, when you start Selenium, and then when it finishes, you have to take that two value of time, and then you minus it, and then you have what is the performance. Yeah. So basically, it's not a good idea to use Selenium to do the automation.
not only for the registration, for login, logout, and all this put in Jmeter. And I know you can use threads or something like that.
This is what I did. You can see login, test, plan management.
But I didn't see
Yeah.
exactly if you register them with Selenium.
I don't need to register. I use Jmeter to record. It supports the record function as well, and the same as Selenium IDE, you can record it. Yes, please.
But I don't think you can actually, Selenium actually supports too many parallel drivers being opened. I think if you just try like 50 or 100, I think
No,
it crashes at some point, no?
No, because it doesn't. Selenium is not the point here. The point here is how many drivers you want. For example, last time in the demo I registered just two browsers, but imagine, as I mentioned in the one point is distributed test. I can have 100 or 1,000 of virtual machines, and I make Selenium test run on that machine, so it doesn't matter. It is not Selenium.
Okay.
That time it's a driver to take care of the test execution.
But certainly not on one machine.
No, not one machine. One machine, you kill it.
Yes.
You kill it. Okay, I will give you for the. It is a small gift. Thank you. Yeah. If you guys, I will let you guys some minutes more to think about the question, and now I have one question for you guys to get the gift. Very easy questions, and hopefully you will get it. Okay. I don't know if, okay, I will make it more visible. Because it's not so clear to see.
You have a hidden question?
No, it's not hidden. It's very clear.
Let's hope so.
Yeah. Now I have to find where it is. Don't worry, I know where it is. I know where it is. Okay. Please find the mistake or defect in this. Oh! Okay, you.
The date is wrong.
Yes, correctly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Why I make it? Because as a tester, we have to see the different. We don't see things in common. So, yeah, I think you are a great tester. Okay, and I still have one gift, so help me to get it.
I have a question.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Related to JMeter.
Yeah.
For performance tests, I know that JMeter has some kind of limitation.
For example.
It doesn't reproduce the browser behavior.
Mm-hmm.
So I also got into this problem, and the question is, how can you overcome this problem when you measure the performance?
Yeah. You have this issue because you have the mistake from the idea, because most of people think about when we do the performance, it means that we will do exactly like a human. We go open browser, click, insert like a human. But this is machine, so we should have that idea that this is a machine. So JMeter, it doesn't support the real browser, but it has built-in browsers. But this browser doesn't support anything like JavaScript or media, Flash, blah blah blah. It run, but you cannot test something like JavaScript. You plug in too many things there, but it uses their browsers to send the data and then to get the response data back. So it means that the idea here is that you send the request and you calculate the response time. And actually, if we call or if we send the request to the server just process the business features, something like this, and send back to you the result. What you see in the front end, like a web page, it is something else. It's already we can say something like cook. It has the data from server. It cook it, put it some decorations like pictures and blah blah. But maybe we don't need to care about that.
What you can do with JMeter just to measure the time for transactions and
Yes.
also to see how many users are supported. But you cannot test, for example, how much time it takes to load a page.
You can't.
When
Yeah. Sorry.
users,
I can show you here with JMeter record function. You can record the whole actions you want, and it will record all objects it supports. For example, JavaScript, pictures, and you can modify the record here. For example, you want to exclude JMeter JavaScript, you can configure here. So basically, if you use the record function in JMeter, it will record all the things. It means that you will have everything in your web page, and I call it record for you to easier understand. But actually, it's called the proxy. We record by using proxy. Yeah. Of course, this is yours. Yeah, thank you. Sorry that I got the signal. I have no time for you guys. So I have to finish here. See you. Yeah.